Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, August 8th, at 3:25 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 556 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. RNC Chair Ronna McDaniel, who previously affirmed that the committee would be neutral in the 2024 election, says Trump still leads the party. Crime historian digs for D.B. Cooper case evidence. Authorities looked in wrong area. Texas teachers denounce GOP's new social studies law. Mention, I'm done with extensions of federal unemployment benefits. Nigeria kidnappings, Chibok schoolgirl returns home 7 years on. Olympics historian, Tokyo may have gone near the top of best organized games if not for pandemic. CNN's Jim Acosta said scientists should name COVID-19 variants after Republican governors who've refused to enforce safety measures. Employees are feeling burned over broken work-from-home promises and corporate culture BS as employers try to bring them back to the office. Burgerville, a popular regional chain, says it's closed a Portland branch after finding human excrement, drug gear, and weapons on its premises. Elon Musk reportedly lives in a $50,000 prefab tiny home that already has a 100,000-unit wait list. See inside. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. J.Lo and Ben Affleck lock arms during date night in Beverly Hills, TMZ. Go read this look at how Amazon third-party sellers pester customers who leave bad reviews, The Verge. Jones on Mexico suing U.S. gunmakers, if they had a Second Amendment, cartels wouldn't be running the country, Fox News. Taliban seizes Kunduz, first major Afghan city to fall in vacuum left by U.S. troop withdrawal, CNN. Trevor Moore, comedian and co-founder of The Widest Kids You Know, dies at 41, NBC News. Xavier Howard, Dolphins agree on restructured contract, NBC Sports. New U.S. infections reach winter levels, Florida smashes another sad record, Joe Biden extends student loan freeze, live COVID updates, USA Today. For seniors especially, COVID can be stealthy, The New York Times. Senate to resume infrastructure debate as Trump threatens Republicans who back bill, The Guardian. Tributes pour in honoring Florida State football coach Bobby Bowden, ESPN. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Trump, RNC refunded $12.8 million to dupe donors this year, report. Tokyo Olympics closing ceremony and strangest games on record. Ex-Newsmax host who attacked lying freak Dr. Fauci over scamdemic has died of COVID. U.S. cyclist Jennifer Valenti wins gold in crash-marred final day at Olympics. Taliban seize government buildings in Kunduz, a major Afghan city, official. Legendary Florida State football coach Bobby Bowden dies at 91. France does also French thing to celebrate volleyball gold at Olympics. Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe share a kiss after U.S. basketball gold. U.S. volleyball coach and player cry and scream together after winning gold. Fear grips Californians as wildfires roar through communities. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. University to remove Boulder seen as racist symbol. 12-year-old inspires others after tragic loss of mom. Students promote vaccine education in hometowns. First responders welcome ambulance strike teams. Bystander heard in shooting outside grocery store. Neighbors mourn 5 children killed in fire. Couple mandates vaccines for wedding. Family returns to work Wisconsin State Fair for 66th year. Woman says she lost over $1K using card machine. Pediatric patient dies from COVID. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. 7 Olympic moments worth revisiting. For seniors especially, COVID can be stealthy. Former acting attorney general testifies about Trump's efforts to subvert election. Obama birthday party, who's still invited? As COVID surges in Florida, DeSantis refuses to change course. Conor Lamb enters 2022 Pennsylvania Senate race. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Guess should Obama, a birthday party delete Instagram posts after former president seen dancing at Epic Bash. Kim Kardashian wears a black bondage-style outfit to Kanye West's second under-listening event. Rep Bush not backing down on defund the police, says Congress inaction has cost lives. Taliban capture third Afghanistan capital in as many days. DeSantis banging on Biden inflates his 2024 stature among GOP voters. Jones on Mexico suing U.S. gun makers. If they had a Second Amendment, cartels wouldn't be running the country. Antoine Winfield Jr. expects improvements, no sophomore slump. Justin Jefferson suffers apparent shoulder injury at Vikings training camp. Modern Family actress Julie Bowen and her sister rescued a woman who fainted on a hike in Utah. Bach declares Tokyo Olympics officially over. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, August 8th. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, The Daily Mail. Scientists who questioned risk-benefit ratio of vaccinating 12 to 15-year-olds leaves JCVI role. Maskless Obama hits dance floor at celeb-filled scaled-back Martha's Vineyard 60th birthday bash. Inside Ant McPartlin and Anne-Marie Corbett's 500,000 feet wedding. Mobs invade National Trust stately homes and damage tapestries, carpets and historic artifacts. Michelin-trained chef, 27, who was made redundant in lockdown reveals how launching. Family of Susie Lamplugh want cops to quiz Suffolk strangler over her murder. Britney's father fights back against conservatorship removal bid claiming she is mentally sick. British scientists find rare wildlife DNA in air, a technique could be used to find criminals. Home office dockside migrant reception center grows from a single office to sprawling mass of cabins. Manchester Arena survivor, 20, found dead in her bedroom after PTSD from terror blast took toll. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Most of Kunduz falls to Taliban, Afghan officials say. More Cubans try dangerous trip to U.S. across Florida Straits. Iran sees highest daily virus case, death counts in pandemic. Swiss protest court ruling reducing rapist sentence. Russia evacuates 2 villages in Siberia because of wildfires. Olympics live updates. Tokyo Games close with bittersweet send-off for athletes, volunteers in unprecedented pandemic event. Taliban fighters overrun Kunduz city, the latest in a series of strategic gains for the militants. Legal U.S. marijuana is pouring into Mexico. It's pricey, popular and has names like Bubba Kush. FOMO in the UK, sausages in Germany, Dracula's castle in Romania, countries dangle COVID vaccine incentives. In border crisis between Belarus and Lithuania, salvos fly in propaganda war. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Right-wing radio host and anti-vaxxer dies of COVID. COVID Live, UK allows quarantine-free travel from France as restrictions change. Tokyo 2020, Olympic torch goes out after closing ceremony marks end of games, live. Taliban sees symbolic victory with capture of Kunduz. Reign of Terror review, from 9/11 to Trump by way of Snowden and Iraq. Dolphins, divers and cruise ship painting, the weekend's best photos. New York City, I've been taking you for granted. Emma Brooks. Legendary college football coach Bobby Bowden dies age 91. I wanted to stay, Lionel Messi tearful at Barcelona exit as PSG move looms. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Bobby Bowden, led Florida State football dynasty, dies at 91. Governor Cuomo could face possible misdemeanor, Albany County Sheriff. Florida's largest school districts set mask mandates, but some students can opt out. Vaccine mandates would make a difference, NI director. 6 killed in Alaska sightseeing plane crash identified. Lynyrd Skynyrd guitarist's positive COVID test cancels shows. Kool and Gang co-founder Dennis Thomas dead at age 70. Crime historian conducts dig for D.B. Cooper case evidence. One dead, one critical in shooting near Coors Field. Watch, dog rings bell after spotting bears in pool. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Mozambique insurgency, key port retaken from insurgents, Rwanda. Afghanistan war, Taliban capture city of Kunduz. Greece wildfires, hundreds more evacuated as uncontrolled fires rage. Saudi Arabia to allow unvaccinated Umrah pilgrims. Lionel Messi, Paris Saint-Germain move a possibility after Barcelona exit. Lionel Messi, Barcelona star in tears too as he receives ovation news conference. North Korea floods, homes destroyed and thousands evacuated. Boxer Harrington wins gold for Ireland. North Korea, Kim Jong-un calls for relief in flood-hit areas. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Marquee Post, TV veteran actor of Night Court, dies at 70. Tragic and sad day, Chicago police officer killed, another wounded in traffic stop shootout. Closing fireworks over Tokyo's Olympic Stadium. The vaccinated are angry, that's understandable but also unproductive, health experts say. Flyover marks handover ceremony to Paris 2024. New U.S. infections reach winter levels, Florida smashes another sad record, Joe Biden extends student loan freeze, live COVID updates. Fireworks, lights display over Tokyo's Olympic Stadium. First fireworks at closing ceremony of Tokyo 2020. Food combos illustrate Japan's gift for customization. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Column, Huntington Beach's first black councilwoman faces jeers with calm, no wonder the MAGA crowd hates her. Earthquake, magnitude 3.4 quake reported near Fortuna, California. LA County libraries could go fine-free if proposal is approved. LA County reports more than 4,000 new coronavirus cases, attributed in part to increased testing. State GOP votes not to endorse a candidate in the recall race. Dixie Fire in Northern California injures 4 firefighters as crews scramble to protect homes. 1 man killed, 3 others wounded in Huntington Beach shooting, police say. Suspects arrested in killing of prominent Bank of America executive. San Francisco sheriff's deputies threaten to quit over COVID-19 vaccine mandate. How Simone Biles' bravery on mental health can help California heal from COVID-19. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, August 8th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Major UK science funder to require grantees to make papers immediately free to all. UK faces shortage of chips and roast potatoes as floods in Europe ruin crops. Threats against Justin Trudeau, the conspirator was ready for a civil war. Melting ice and a high-altitude dig reveal Viking secrets in Norway. UN condemns child marriage in Zimbabwe as girl dies after giving birth. A multinational call center used by dozens of leading UK companies has been criticized for what unions have called the intrusive monitoring of home working staff and their families, as well as asking workers to hand over biometric and medical data. Scientists found 2 nearly perfectly preserved cave lion cubs from Ice Age nicknamed Boris and Sparta. Only 4 ancient cave lion cubs have ever been found. Sparta is probably the best preserved Ice Age animal ever found, and is more or less undamaged apart from the fur being a bit ruffled. Wuhan completes mass COVID testing on 11.3 million people, finds 9 positive cases who have now all been hospitalized. Once lagging, Europe catches up to the US in vaccinations. Indonesia study shows Sinovac COVID-19 vaccine 85% effective against symptomatic illness among older folk. Louis Vuitton owner Bernard Arnault supplements Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world. People think you're an idiot. Death metal Irish baron rewilds his estate. Taliban captures Kunduz, 3rd provincial capital in 3 days. Prison break, Taliban frees its 700 fighters after capturing provincial capital of Shahburgan. Europe pushes back against Beijing with shows of Indo-Pacific muscle. UK and France join exercises with US and partners on doorstep of South China Sea. The next headlines are from Forbes. After winning 3rd Olympic gold medal, Kevin Durant signs 4-year, $198 million extension with Brooklyn Nets. Lionel Messi's jump to Paris Saint-Germain will unite soccer's number 1 with top earners Neymar and Mbappe. Modern economics, mystical academics critiquing mystical academics. Most recent Formula One financials seem to show motorsports recovering nicely. Taylor Swift, NF, Travis Scott and the Kid Laroi, 5 albums to watch on the Billboard 200. Tokyo Olympics, US tops final medal count, narrowly beats China for the most golds. Biden administration reverses course a second time on per-mile vehicle tax. Electric Mazda MX-30 shows automakers still cannot cater for mass market. The Boston Celtics remain haunted by former GM Danny Ainge's old moves. Green Bay Packers 53-man roster prediction. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,723,569,183 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Paw Patrol, the movie review, a positively peppy, puppy-powered picture. Weekend GMA anchor Dan B. Harris to leave ABC News. Newsballs on Locarno World Premiere The Odd Job Men, Fear of Others, How the Ordinary is Extraordinary. Holy Motor star Dennis Lavenford's French-Georgian gangster thriller Bloodburn exclusive. Maria Perez Sanz, Maddie Barber board Locarno Match Me title This is not a poem exclusive. Trevor Moore, comedian and co-founder of The Widest Kids You Know, dies at 41. Val Kilmer's kids Jack and Mercedes give update on their dad's health. He's doing really well. Modern Family star Julie Bowen rescues New Jersey woman who fainted on hike. The Suicide Squad star Joel Kinnaman granted restraining order against model who accuses him of rape. Anti-vaccine radio host encourages friends to get vaccinated before dying from COVID-19 complications. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. The best photos from the closing ceremony of the Tokyo Olympics. Bobby Bowden, one of college football's winningest coaches ever, dies. You're going to hear a lot about the bird rule soon. Who is this bird man? Closing ceremony caps off a dramatic, bittersweet and ultimately uplifting Olympics. The 14 moments that swept us away at the Tokyo Olympics. U.S. women's volleyball team wins first ever Olympic gold medal. U.S. women's basketball wins Olympic gold for the 7th straight time. German modern pentathlon coach disqualified for punching a horse. Kool and Gang co-founder Dennis D.T. Thomas has died at age 70. Amanda Knox, Stillwater movie repeats fiction pushed by Italian prosecutor. The following headlines are from the week. Are the Biden administration's hopes of sustaining Taliban deal dead? Former Florida State football coach Bobby Bowden dies at 91. 6 ultra-modern homes. What NBC can do differently before the next Olympics in 6 months. Robinhood surfs the retail trading wave. Senate breaks filibuster on bipartisan infrastructure bill. Republican strategist, GOP is the one thing working against itself ahead of 2022 elections. U.S. Embassy says its ability to assist extremely limited as it urges American citizens to flee Afghanistan. Why the Olympic bubble likely didn't become a melting pot of coronavirus variants. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Starship is stacked on the Super Heavy booster, the tallest rocket ever built. Good news, red dwarfs blast their super flares out the poles, sparing their planet from destruction. Light pollution is making it harder for animals to find their way at night. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, August 8th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. An all-sky red giant star symphony. Perseid meteor shower 2021, all you need to know. 2 spacecraft fly by at Venus within 2 days. Watch the A-16 Cygnus cargo launch August 10th. The Teapot guides you to the Galactic Center. The next news is from Politico. J&J shot effective against Delta variant in large South Africa study. The Austrian newspaper that can survive anything, except. European Union optimistic on nuclear deal despite Iran leadership change. Pandemic Olympics come to an end in Tokyo. Cassidy splits with DeSantis on school mask mandates. NID director, vaccines should never be political. Cuomo's lawyers call AG report unfair. How does that compare to Troopergate? GOP invokes anti-abortion playbook to fight trans youth healthcare. Why OSHA won't protect workers from climate change. California GOP won't endorse a candidate in Newsom recall. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. ABC, 9 push for FM radio licenses in Western Australia. The latest illustrations from artist Michael Lunig. The latest illustrations from artist Matt Golding. In the shadow of COVID, Tokyo closes a games like no other. APRA launches investigation into Zinja's capital grazing tactics. Paramount Plus, 10 targets significant growth for its new streamer. Best of Cartoons, August 9, 2021. Bite Bulletin Go Harder, premiere, as Victoria did. Free courses to target national skill shortage in film industry. Despite renewables surge, Australian energy lags in the dirty dozen. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. BookWatch, how 10 of the world's smartest investors can help you build your perfect portfolio. BookWatch, this is the most important question to ask your doctor to avoid unnecessary medical care. Outside the box, don't want the COVID-19 vaccine? Then pay the full cost if you land in the hospital. If your employer fires you because you won't get the COVID vaccine, don't expect to collect unemployment. It's been a while since we've had this many vacancies. Education is one category where the July jobs report still gets a tough grade. Florida, as it battles COVID-19 surge, the Sunshine State proves itself as weirdly defiant as ever. The Moneyest, my unfaithful husband wants me to sign a quitclaim deed before our divorce, after 5 years of marriage. The Moneyest, I'm a teenager and worked in my mom's summer camp. My dad won't cash my check unless I agree to save 85%. How do I change his mind? Earnings Watch, all of Wall Street's pandemic weirdness is about to be on display. As the more contagious Delta variant circulates, public health experts say herd immunity has become an even more distant goal. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Chinese embassy in Brazil dismisses U.S. concerns over Huawei tech, ET-Telecom.com. When a big idea needs time, grand programs step in, Longmont Times call. Epic Games CEO slams Apple government spyware, report, ET-Telecom.com. In a world first, South Africa grants patent to an artificial intelligence system, the New Indian Express. Microsoft Super Duper Secure Mode to better protect Edge browser, ET-Telecom.com. Impacts of the vaccine intellectual property rights waiver on global supply Vox, CEPR policy portal, voxu.org. Leicester, patents need shoring up to protect U.S. innovation, Boston Herald. Humanizing technology, back to basics on taboos and AI's inventors, IPWatchdog.com. A September Claire in Salt Lake City with Dennis, me, and other important people, Patent Leo. COVID vaccines, where does India truly stand on the TRIPS waiver, The Wire Science. The next headlines are from Quartz. Nigeria's Puma scandal, Ugandan surveillance, African cryptocurrencies. How squirrels can help us create better robots. Could art be an Olympic sport? By failing to prioritize education, the Modi government is putting India's future at stake. Weekend Brief, the case for more mandates. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. This week in Tech Dirt history, August 1st-7th. CCO of Activision Blizzard busy blocking everyone, including employees, on Twitter amid fair employment lawsuit. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Infrastructure bill. Bobby Bowden. Marky Post. Kool and the Gang. Water Polo Olympics. Brianna Stewart. Rhythmic gymnastics. Troy Polamalu. Dogecoin. Aaron James. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Black gamers claim zombies in new video game called them the N-word, sparking controversy. Disgraceful behavior, ex-England star Wright condemns Leicester fans as yet another racism storm hits English football, video. Taliban overruns most of Kunduz as Afghan military clings to strategic city's airport, reports. What is Ethereum's London hard fork and how it will impact the crypto world, RT's Boombust finds out. Russia unlikely to withdraw from SWIFT payment system, but can survive without it, VTB Bank. Trump takes credit for COVID vaccine rollout that saved 100 million people, but says inoculation should be voluntary. World without cis men being rebuilt by women. Actress description of Hulu's Why, The Last Man puzzles fans of original book. What are you doing? French marathon runner M. Downey faces accusations of sabotage as he knocks over rivals' water bottles. Video. All within rules. UK government defends foreign Segrop for meeting Princess Anne maskless and not quarantining after trip to France. Twitter snickers at NIT for last-minute prioritization of gold medals over total haul after US barely edges ahead of China. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Texas Democrats sue over effort to force them back to Austin to vote. Don't kill crypto trends as Ted Cruz warns of dangerous provisions in infrastructure bill. Market stalls at all-time highs awaiting the Fed. The money is gone. Archiego's employees lose $500 million from company bonus pool. UN Special Rapporteur on Torture, authorities are viewing their own people as an enemy. Histomap, visualizing the 4,000-year history of global power. The American push into EVs could set stage for full-cycle outperformance of copper producers. Agricultural catastrophe, France forecasts 30% plunge in wine production amid cold spells, heavy rains. London Mayor Sadiq Khan wants to make it illegal to ride trains unmasked. Did the CDC director just accidentally admit that vaccination passports are futile? The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Saudi Arabia's first wind farm begins electricity production. Rwanda, Mozambique forces recapture port city from rebels. Displaced Syrian children hold tent Olympics. The life of Lionel Messi at Barcelona. Messi says signing for PSG a possibility after Barcelona exit. Wildfires continue to rip through parts of Greece. Messi in tears too at farewell Barcelona press conference. As fighting rages in Afghanistan, health workers are struggling. 4 children killed in northwest Syria government shelling. Mount Merapi erupts on Indonesia's Java island. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Fauci, Sturgis will likely cause COVID surge, public health should supersede freedoms. Queen's Brian May complains you cannot go against the herd, then criticizes Clapton, anti-vaxxers. Italian bishop excommunicates arsonists responsible for Sicily fires. Report, 2 officers among 45 shot since Saturday night in Lowry Lightfoot, Chicago. Report, Nancy Pelosi told White House to consult Lawrence tribe in CDC power grab. Kool and Gang co-founder Dennis D.T. Thomas dead at age 70. PhD student says he was purged by university for criticizing communist China. San Francisco sheriff's deputies threatened to resign over vaccine mandate. Iran did it. Pentagon blames Tehran for explosive drone attack on oil tanker. Complete waste of money. Boris spends $500K a year to store illegal migrant boats. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Life-saving treatment for heart attacks discovered inside protein of deadly spider venom. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. NASA helps firefighters by sending pics from International Space Station to show key spots of moving wildfires. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, August 8th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Family members mourn bride killed in wrong-way crash after wedding. Britney Spears just bought her first ever iPad and she's beyond excited. Barrier-free avatar robot cafe opening in Tokyo aims to eliminate loneliness. Trump-appointed Department of Justice official claimed Chinese thermostats changed votes, reports say. IKEA loyal customers can now win a candle that smells like its famous meatballs. Karate unconscious Ganjide gets killed as opponent disqualified. I want to go home to my family. Husband involved in Oklahoma castration case pleads guilty. A Russian influencer who drove a Bentley with his girlfriend tied to the roof in a viral video is under investigation, agency says. A loose venomous cobra is terrorizing this Texas suburb. Bat killed by cat after record 1,200-mile journey. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Become a digital mogul with this private label business bundle training for under $20. Load up on CompTIA, OS, Cisco, Microsoft and Google certifications, all at once. Dancing Ghosts, a new, deeper scan of the sky throws up surprises for astronomers. What are the pitfalls of investing in cryptocurrency? Shave hours off your writing time with the Writer AI writing tool. How I'm training to become Australia's first woman astronaut. Is the cookie web tracker dying? This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, August 8th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Sponsored, got an app idea, we can build it. Salt Lake Temple sure looks different on the outside now, but it will also change inside. Tokyo Olympic updates, Jake Gibbs games, and possibly beach volleyball career, come to an end. Going back to school should have been so much easier. Here's how it could still happen, the Tribune editorial board writes. Salt Lake City is poised to build some big projects, see where the new parks and trailheads may go. Leonard Pitts, let's talk about the things they will not learn. Letter, the American flag and the meaning of respect. Scott D. Pierce, Kristen Chenoweth loves Utah, and she loves Schmigadoon. Gymnastics star Simone Biles shined a light on mental health at the Olympics. For many athletes, it's an issue that is just now beginning. 5 questions BYU football must answer in fall camp. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Google Chrome criticized for breaking change over disabling alert and confirm in cross-origin frames. Will a new gig worker exception proposed in Massachusetts change the future of work? Apple accused of promoting scam apps in its App Store. CNN explores how Space Force is defending America. Why waste coal power plant is burning for Bitcoin. 350 fake social media accounts found pushing pro-China propaganda. Russia may be spreading vaccine misinformation to undermine efforts to immunize people. Linux Trace Toolkit Next Generation 2.13 facilitates quick reaction to kernel user space instrumentation hits. Are the ultra-wealthy renouncing U.S. citizenship to avoid taxes? Researchers discover 3-way cyber attack by Chinese military actors against Southeast Asian telcos. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Missing 1-year-old girl found dead in Calhoun County, IL. St. Louis police investigate fatal car crash, 3 juveniles taken into custody. Illinois National Guard airman dies in car crash. Missouri's tax-free weekend for back-to-school supplies runs through Sunday, August 8th. 1 dead after multi-vehicle crash early Saturday morning. Family of dead Farmington teen find new cause of death in second autopsy. Babies now testing positive for COVID-19, health expert says. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Beer festival brings thousands to Mission Beach amid rise in coronavirus cases. Fatal motorcycle crash prompts closure of I-5 southbound lanes in Barrio Logan area. 1 man killed, another wounded in shooting at local park. Rady Shell at Jacobs Park launches first public gala to thousands of concertgoers. Californians hit hard with weekend of wildfire fears. Some businesses find themselves in violation of outdoor dining regulations. Brush fire breaks out in Lakeside after reported power outage. Photos, top images from the 2020 Tokyo Games. Woman suspected of running red light, killing pedestrian. Dry, seasonal weather to prevail this weekend in San Diego County. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Army awards contract to Oshkosh for next-generation medium tactical vehicles. Russia decides to retire Topol ballistic missiles. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, August 8, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Health risks to watch for in your 30s and how to prevent them. COVID breakthrough cases, is one vaccine better than others? Smoky skies in Bay Area clearing out, air quality map. CHP reopens some lanes of 101 following fatal collision in Redwood City. Studies find plant-based diets / heart disease risk in young adults, older women. Grilling expert says you're missing out if you've never cooked this surprising food. Minor League Baseball testing pitcher-catcher transmitters to combat cheating. Inside California politics, the latest on the recall. Inside California politics, Faulconer talks about the next step for his campaign. Inside California politics, poll shows growing support for recall. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Grammar Moses, evacuate, everyone, but don't all flush at once. Facts matter, video falsely says Biden occupies fake White House. Suburban Skyview, digging into a community garden in Arlington Heights. Ross says goal for Cubs is still to win. E. coli outbreak possibly linked to Portillo's in Glendale Heights, warn health officials. Police, attack on woman that ended in Streamwood cul-de-sac began as argument in store. Rested rotten, White Sox overpower Cubs. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. 13 words, phrases people say that show they're not from Seattle. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Kevin 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Lupa 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Mirini 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Canada, United States. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Greece, Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Burkina Faso, Benin, Central African Republic, Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Ghana, Niger, Nigeria, Chad, Togo. Drought is ongoing in Angola. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, August 8th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Watching 2 areas of potential development. Sunday storms possible along with plenty of heat. 1 dead, 5 others hurt in N. Harris Company nightclub shooting. GMA anchor Dan Harris to leave ABC News after 21 years. Lynyrd Skynyrd cancels shows after guitarist tests positive for COVID. Man credits Apple Watch with saving his life after serious fall. Lawyer for Governor Andrew Cuomo fires back against allegations. COVID delay Tokyo Olympics wraps with closing ceremony. Legendary Florida State coach Bobby Bowden dies at 91. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Devastated by wildfires, Turkey's beekeepers see grim future. Messi breaks down, says he wasn't ready to leave Barcelona. Census experts puzzled by high rate of unanswered questions. Mixed bag, erratic pandemic Olympics come to a nuanced end. Virginia store hopes to create buzz about growing marijuana. Weary U.S. businesses confront new round of mask mandates. Olympic latest, Bach declares Tokyo Olympics officially over. What follows Confederate statues, one Mississippi city's fight. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra extra, finding treasure inside Manhattan's mountains of garbage. NYC reaches tentative deal with FDNYM's unions to raise pay. Albany sheriff says criminal probe into complaint against Governor Cuomo could lead to arrest. NYC bird lovers mourn loss of popular barred owl killed in Central Park. Unofficial manual recount tally shows Democratic Socialist beating incumbent for Harlem Council seat. September reopening, more city employers postpone their return to the office. NYC ramps up youth vaccination efforts ahead of first day of public school. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. For women in e-commerce, entrepreneurship means freedom. Cyprus communities weaving closer ties through UN-backed project. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. FBI busts international plot to take out Myanmar's UN ambassador in New York. Time to end another failed California gun control law. With only 330 million Americans in existence, Biden says U.S. has vaccinated 350 million. UK Transport Minister says vaccines will be needed for travel forevermore. Facebook-funded researchers and the New York Times team up to attack Gab. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Did Netflix announce official release date for Stranger Things Season 4? Did Bill Gates say meeting Jeffrey Epstein was a huge mistake? Some in U.S. getting COVID-19 boosters without FDA approval. Did Apple say it would scan iPhones for child sexual abuse imagery? No, Bill Clinton was not forced to apologize for Stranger Things experiments. Fires rampage through forests in Greece, thousands evacuated. Did study find coronavirus antibodies in 40% of U.S. wild deer populations? U.S. now averaging 100,000 new COVID-19 infections a day. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. GOP Senator, I disagree with DeSantis ban on local mask mandates. Prince Andrew sex accuser Virginia Roberts Giuffre may sue him in New York court. The racist theory that inspired murderers is now GOP dogma. Meet the Indiana Jones of magazine journalism. Some surgeons are cashing in on stakes in medical device companies. OMG, I want to rent that house, Dubrovnik, Croatia. An ode to the best pair of flip-flops money can buy. This Greek island may be its most beautiful, and you've probably never heard of it. McChrystal, impossible to argue war on terror was worth it. Jennifer Aniston needs only one potato chip, I need many more. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Anthony Rizzo tests positive for COVID-19 amid Yankees outbreak. Breaking down early ACC college football betting angles. Packers Devin Funchess apologizes for anti-Asian slur, it was not okay. Meghan Markle's half-brother, Thomas Markle Jr., calls her shallow. Stream it or skip it. Vivo on Netflix, an animated adventure starring Lin-Manuel Miranda as a singing kinkajou. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Clearing the heavens of space junk. 2 Ice Age cave lion cubs discovered in Russia. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. What he did to me was a crime. Cuomo groping accuser comes forward in new interview. Senate oh so close to passing $1 trillion infrastructure bill, but the judge says. Night court, the Fall Guy actress Marky Post dead at 70. Chicago cop killed, another fighting for his life after shooting during traffic stop. Longtime Florida State football coach Bobby Bowden dead at 91. Welcome to the 5-ring Tokyo Circus, delayed Olympics depart Japan with no live cheers, plenty of intrigue. Cuomo trashed Trump for years, but critics, including Democrats, say they're cut from the same cloth. NY's last 2 governors before Cuomo were also scandal-plagued. Albany sheriff discusses criminal complaint against Governor Cuomo in wake of groping allegation. NASA asking for volunteers to live on Mars for a year. The following headlines are from military.com. US B-52 bombers, gunships sent into action in Afghanistan in attempt to stop Taliban advance on key cities. Hezbollah leader vows retaliation for future Israeli attacks. Tigray forces vow warm welcome in face of new offensive. Poor weather hampers crash victim recovery efforts in Alaska. Army to court-martial 82nd Airborne paratrooper involved in deadly Syrian firefight last year. 2 charged in plot to harm or kill Myanmar ambassador to UN. The story behind the Air Force Chief of Staff's kicking butt recruiting ad. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Watch live, Mayor Lightfoot, CPD Superintendent Brown speak about Chicago cop fatally shot in West Englewood. Chicago cop fatally shot in West Englewood, second seriously injured and fighting for his life. 2 police officers shot in West Englewood. Man, 71, charged in stabbing of 85-year-old landlord. Corrections and clarifications. Injured 4-year-old among 3 dead, 3 wounded in separate incidents on South, West sides, including a shooting on Dan Ryan. City officials moved to fire Chicago police officer in fatal 2018 shooting of 24-year-old Maurice Granton. 5 dead, at least 20 wounded, including a 4-year-old girl, in city shooting since Friday afternoon, police say. Man drowns while saving girl in Chino Lakes. Illinois health authorities investigating possible E. coli outbreak from suburban Portillo's. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Forest fires in Bolivia consume vast area, official. A drought-hit California town finds itself sinking into the ground. Hundreds flee, homes destroyed as forest fires ravage Greek island. To shake hands or not, an age-old human gesture now in limbo. Indonesia's Mount Merapi erupts with bursts of lava, ash. Olympian bets flight offers climate change clues. Whale dies 3 months after move from Canada to Connecticut. Mars rover comes up empty in first try at getting rock sample. Want to pretend to live on Mars for a whole year? Apply now. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, August 8th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. How does captivity affect wild animals? It's not rude, slurping makes food taste better. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Tigers Cabrera gets day off as he nears 500th home run. Some praise, some doubts as Facebook rolls out a prayer tool. Sheriff, 1 dead, 5 wounded in Houston club shooting. Marquee Post, TV veteran actor of Night Court, dies at 70. A trail, a rabbit, and a farewell from Seattle sketcher. Seattle mystic Alfred M. Hubbard explores the random rhythm of a creative, eccentric, 20th-century pioneer and LSD proponent. A winding rabbit hole of research leads to a historical gold mine, Alfred M. Hubbard. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. 2 Bay Area residents, 4 others killed in Alaska sightseeing plane crash identified. What experts are learning about Lambda, a coronavirus variant of interest. Comfort dogs give hugs and smiles to firefighters battling Dixie Fire. Sponsored, the 2022 Acura MDX SH Advanced Edition SUV. Sponsored, Green Rides, new study confirms environmental superiority of electric vehicles. The Murders That Made Us takes on the Zodiac, by remembering his first victims. First prison sentence handed down in massive federal Concords area bust. COVID-19 cases surge in Marin nursing homes, vaccinations ordered. Girl killed in solo bicycle crash in South San Jose, police say. Driver nearly joins popular surf lineup in Santa Cruz cliff dive. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Dick Durbin, Trump's post-election actions were leading up to a coup. Cori Bush defends private security while pushing defunding of police, my job is to save lives. Senator Bill Cassidy slams GOP gaffe, Ron DeSantis, Greg Abbott for banning mask mandates. Chinese pressure sparks debate on Taiwan's resilience. Bill Hagerty vows to delay passage of $1.20 infrastructure bill until robust debate can happen. Mike Lindell, MyPillow CEO, delegates from 45 states to attend 2020 election cyber symposium. Dr. Fauci, more local vaccine mandates likely once COVID-19 shots receive full approval from FDA. State Department denies John Kerry flew privately for Obama's party. Live Nation letting artists require concertgoers to show proof of vaccination or negative test. California GOP squashes endorsement fight in Gavin Newsom recall. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Advocates challenge mysterious Justice Department statement that undercuts forensic science reform. Minnesota law enforcement agency blocks release of public records about surveilling pipeline opponents. Secret donors to nonprofit pushing Trump's big lie election conspiracy revealed. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, August 8, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Third suspect still sought in fatal shooting of Chicago police officer. 2 wounded, including 16-year-old boy, in Little Village shooting. 17-year-old wounded in Roseland shooting. Chicago's violent night, CPD officer killed, another wounded, 2 mass shootings, multiple triple shootings. Dear Abby, my boyfriend's mother will be visiting our home and isn't sure when she'll leave. Decades of abuse allegations lead R&B superstar R. Kelly back in front of a jury. Lawndale shooting leaves 3 wounded. 3 wounded in Morgan Park shooting. Man fatally shot in South Loop. 5 wounded, including 2 security guards, in Southside Club shooting. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Another Afghan provincial capital falls to Taliban, report. Big Boss Grand launch highlights. Tokyo 2020 draws to close with message of moving forward. NIA raids 56 J&K locations linked to Jamaat members. Medals India won in Olympics made nation proud, elated, PM. Scientists closely watching new COVID mutations which may replace Delta variant. Neeraj Chopra, India's golden boy at 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Now, get COVID vaccine certificate on WhatsApp in 3 easy steps. Listen to us, Opt's message to government amid Pegasus row. Tearful Messi confirms he is leaving Barcelona. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, August 8, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. Evergreen Shipping's new world record Megamax arrives at Port of Taipei, Taiwan. English news. Top record-breaking moments of the Tokyo Olympic Games, KSBY San Luis Obispo news. Madurai Taekwondo coach creates new record by breaking 37 concrete blocks in a min with kicks, India Times. Eliud Kipchoge, marathon world record holder, has the qualities of an ascetic monk, CNN. Local man and 2 Boy Scouts break world record with ping pong ball cannon, Uniontown Herald Standard. Mumbai hospital races to give COVID-19 vaccine and win Guinness World Record, Midday.com. Olympic world records broken in 2021, the science behind the spectacle, Inverse. Top 10, deepest free diving world records, BBC Science Focus magazine. Watch all the world record swims from the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, SwimSwam. Elon Musk's SpaceX has broken the world record for the tallest rocket, Tweaktown. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Astronauts give us a delightful look at what the Olympics would be like in space. Wildfires continue to rage across Greece, cutting island in half and forcing thousands to flee. Google is signing out free Hangouts to users on mobile, gets closer to finally killing the thing. The Rock and Kevin Feige spoke about the MCU this one time. FCC finally debuts an up-to-date mobile broadband map of the US. How Jungle Cruise producers built a cinematic world for a theme park ride. Stranger Things, our spin-off series The Future of the Upside Down? Netflix's Addams Family spin-off Wednesday adds comedian Luis Guzman as Gomez Addams. Doximity, a LinkedIn for doctors, is apparently rampant with vaccine misinformation. Even Google thinks sideloading apps on Android is a horrible experience. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Colinas do Tocantins in Brazil at 130.82 degrees Fahrenheit or 54.9 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Kononepin at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Review: James Gunn's The Suicide Squad is like The Boys on steroids. Researchers announce the smallest exoplanet discovered yet. Deep dive into stupid, meet the growing group that rejects germ theory. The 2021 Audi SQ5 Sportback, cool looks, but it drinks too much. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Joe Rogan blasts right-wingers for embracing cancel culture. Projecting Ted Cruz goes down in flames after claiming Dr. Fauci says what is politically convenient. An awful lot there. Top Dem serves notice to Trump that his former AG spilled the beans in 7-hour testimony. Pete Buttigieg busts Fox News over uninformed question on electric cars. Tesla doesn't even have tailpipes. Watch, GOP Senator schools Florida's Ron DeSantis on his handling of the COVID surge. More Trump org indictments loom as investigators turn to CFO Weisselberg's son, report. I expect the worst, a Texas parent worries about sending her children back to school in person. Severe cognitive decline, Trump stuns critics with Fox News comments on coronavirus. Fox News attack on teachers part of a larger assault on democracy, aft president. The most expensive drug in the world, how it works and the devastating disease it treats. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Biotech greed is prolonging the pandemic, it's inexcusable. The U.S. is a failed COVID state. The first guilty pleas come down in January 6th insurrection cases. The world is on fire, and it's only going to get worse as climate keeps changing. Congress is finally getting serious about regulating forever chemicals. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. NASA Mars rover fails to collect rock in search of alien life, Hindustan Times. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Increased channel activity of N-methyl diaspartate receptors JPR, Dove Medical Press. Study uncovers link between corticosteroid receptors and ciliary, neuroplasticity genes in the brain, newsmedical.net. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, August 8, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Expert, Dr. Alan Hynek urges probe of UFOs. UFO Chronicle 1974. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, August 8, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.